Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey got a radio show. I say it every day because God been good to me. God has done some things in my life that's truly been just amazing. Really amazing ain't even really the word. They don't really have a word for what he's done for me. I'm just out of superlatives. That's why I say it every day. Steve Harvey got a radio show because God is in the blessing business. Yeah, he is. God can help you turn your life around. Did you hear me? God can help you turn your life around. Whatever you're going through, God has an answer for it. See, but it's the going through that gets us, though, ain't it? Because I was having a moment yesterday, and I sat my wife down. I said, baby, I just need to talk to you. I'm going through a little bit right now. I just wanted to share, which I'm a little down right now. And my wife reminded me. She just reminded me. This is what a good mate does. A good mate reminds you just of things that sometimes you forget when you get off track. Because, I consider myself a motivational type person. I try to listen to people and then give them something I've learned along the way on this journey I've been on. I try to give a person a takeaway. But even being that person, sometimes I get off track myself. I get a little low sometimes. I get a little down. Sometimes I forget some of the stuff I say. It ain't that I forget it, I guess. I just get caught up in the grind of doing it. And sometimes I get a little off course and I forget some of the things. And my wife, or a mate, can be good for you to remind you. And she just says, Steve, God got us. She said, have you ever noticed that every time you get in a spot, and she say, and I know how you must feel because you out here working. And you keep turning around and old stuff keep popping up and you get a call from your accountant and hear this done went wrong and that done went, you steady trying to fix it, but you steady going, wow, man, what is this? She say, but you ever notice he always, no matter what, provide a way, and he ain't ever too late. Oh, you might be going, the deadline is approaching. The deadline can come and pass, but then they have a grace period for you. And then sometimes, man, it's just you go down there after the grace period and they take the payment anyway and you're good anyway. But see, ain't that God bringing you through it? It may not be when you want it, but he right on time. Just before you get put out, just before they turn. Maybe they cut the lights off, but you get it back on just before company come. or just before the weekend get here. See, he always comes through for you. And she had to remind me of that. What you going through is necessary. Look, circumstance and hardships and pitfalls are always untimely. If you keep the law of attraction in play, if you keep believing that he gonna see you through this, just like he do when you don't believe it. That's what the cold part is, though, ain't it? Ain't God brought you through even when you didn't really have the faith to say he was gonna bring you through? But because of grace and mercy, he brought you through anyway. But because you forgot to thank him, or you didn't pay attention through the come through, you just was telling people, oh, man, if you'd have seen me, it was so jacked up. Man, I was so turned up. I ain't know what I was going to do. I almost got put out. I was going to see, key word, almost. You forgot that part right there. And then it looked like I won, man, and it seemed like every month I go through this same thing. And then, then somebody ought to just say, did you pay it? Yeah, I paid it. Did you get put out? No, I'm cool. See, you need somebody on your shoulder to say that to you. And then you need somebody to come right behind him and go, man, ain't God good? Really, man, that's how this works. See, you keep getting in situations, but he keep getting you out. Now, if you jump, look, listen to me. Hold on. Let's say you in a frying pan, in the skillet, and the oil is up, and you in there frying, and you uncomfortable being fried. God somehow, or let's just say you managed to get out of the hot grease in the frying pan, and you standing there next to the skillet, looking at the fire, continue to heat the grease. You get out, and then for some unexplainable reason, you dives right on back in there. Ain't that how we usually do it? I'm just asking you. God get you away from the man you've been asking to get away from. Then you go right back over there and start seeing him again. It's amazing how many times God get us out the fire and we walks right back in there. Ain't it amazing, man? And I mean, really, man, see, this how I break life down for me, so I don't get over here stuck on stupid with myself and then get to doing something ignorant like blaming God. When really, man, God has given us as human beings the power of decision, and we all make decisions. How many times, man? See, sometimes it's a blessing in getting locked up. You can ask a lot of cats I know, man, to tell you. It was a blessing for me, man, because I was just headed the wrong way, steady. But he locked me up, set me down, made me miss my family, miss being out here being a free man, made me realize that my family was important, made me, man, really see this girl for what she was. When I get out, man, I'm on the straight and narrow. Well, then when you get out, though, see, you can't be talking about, no, oh, man, I can't find no job now. I'm going to go and do what I got to do. No, partner. You got to do now what you're supposed to do. See, that don't do what you got to do, got you in trouble in the first place. See, everybody, see, the hood got a lot of ignorant rules we done created. I got to do what I got to do. I got to feed my family. Well, only reason you got to do what you got to do is because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. See, if you just went on to school, like your mama kept telling you. Oh, man, I was watching 48 Hours yesterday, and a dude named Nesto was on there. And Nesto, Latino dude, said, man, my mother told me quit hanging with these guys. They were going nothing but trouble. I should have listened to her. He doing 30 years right now. You can't blame God. That's why I talk to myself this way, so I don't get stupid and start shifting the blame the wrong way when it's really on me. How many times has God got you out of something and you walk right back into it? Man, why don't you take these blessings God give you and go on about your business? That'd be the best way to do it, don't you think? That's what I think. So I thank God for my wife for reminding me that God got us anyway, that God gonna pull you through anyway. That have you noticed, Steve, we ain't lost a beat. Oh, I know it's hard out here, but really you ain't lost a beat. You still moving forward. You still dressing nice. You still look good when you come into that job. Everybody don't got to know you, your house is in bad shape and all that. God got you, man. If you just hold your head up, man, quit complaining all the time about what you ain't got. And as in the words of my daddy, Slick Harvey, stop talking about what you ain't got and take a good look at what you do got. That's improper grammar, but that always stuck with me, and maybe it'll stick with you. Quit talking about and looking at what you ain't got. Take a good look at what you do got.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention, okay? I need it just for a second here. Well, I'm actually asking it for the next 4 hours, but who listened to the radio for 4 hours? Well, we hope you do. But we know you probably got to go to work, so you don't. And we was hoping some people would just stick around for the 4 hours while they was at work, but you need your job, so you can't be listening to the radio. So we was hoping then that you put your headsets on when you go on in the job, but then you can't do that because they see the headsets, you're going to lose your job too. So you faced with a quandary. You can stay with us and have a wonderful day, or you can stay with us with part of the morning and have a partially good day. But we hope we do something that'll sustain you for the whole day. That's the objective of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Glad you understand it, because I don't know what the hell I just said. Hey, Shirley.
That ignorant mess you just said. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for
That's
listening.
what it is.
We appreciate
What it
you.
is.
Thank
Carla
you.
for real.
Ooh, please listen for 4 hours,
Yes.
Lord Jesus. Good morning.
Morning. King of the pranks, nephew Tommy.
Yes, sir. Top of the morning, sir. Top. Top time.
School.
That's all right. You went out of order, but it's cool.
No, Tommy. I went in an order that I'm accustomed to going in.
Yeah. 2 days
It
a
ain't-
week, Steve. It's an
It
honest
ain't my
mistake.
fault.
It'll throw
Honest
you.
mistake.
It can throw you.
Ladies
It ain't
and
your
gentlemen,
fault. It ain't your fault.
as surprised as I am, you must be. But guess who the hell is here today?
Who's Steve?
That damn bitter man, J. Anthony Brown.
It is not your fault. I don't blame you at all. You went into the order that you're accustomed to. You're absolutely right. Okay.
And-
I get it.
Have we
Yeah.
met?
And let me tell you something else. He ain't even on Zoom. So now, out of sight, out of mind.
Out of
for
sight,
real.
out of mind. Right.
Is he new? Is this, what is this J. Anthony Brown you speak of? Is it he new?
It's a
I'm
long
like a new
story.
employee.
That's how I
Yes,
do.
this is an
That's how I
orientation
do.
I'm having today. Yes, just
Oh,
to meet and
okay.
greet everybody.
It's
Yes.
a long story.
It's a long story, Steve.
It's such a long story. It goes back to 1985.
Well, tell us.
Ooh, that's a long story.
Yeah, we
Not long,
have
not
time.
that long.
Well, you know, I got started in comedy at Hilarities Comedy Club in Cuyahoga Falls. And finally, this guy named Tom Sobel, finally got his attention and sent him a tape. I'd only been in the business a few months.
20
And-
minutes.
And I had 15, maybe 20 minutes. And I was begging to be booked as an opening act. And he gave me my first traveling gig. And the first night I drove from Cleveland, Ohio to Bloomington, Indiana
How long?
to a one-night bar on a college station, and it was
Yeah.
called Nick's.
What?
They had accidentally booked two blacks on the
They
same
normally
show.
didn't do that back in the day.
Oh,
No.
that was the rule.
Oh, back in the day,
No,
you
they
could
just
not.
didn't.
Yeah,
In
they didn't.
85?
No,
Oh, wow.
it was racist.
It was all kind of crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
that was
yeah.
racist.
Very
For
much
sure.
so.
So I get to the gig, and I'll tell you, when the right come back, how I met the best friend and biggest fool all at the same time I ever had.
All right, part 2 of the Steve and Jay story coming up, as well as Ask the CLO at 32 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you were telling us how you and Jay met.
So we met. I had finally got booked my first out-of-town gig. I was going overnight. I was excited. It was a series of one-nighters, Tom Sobel's Comedy Caravan. I drive in, and I go to the hotel,
Red Roof
and
Inn. It was the Red Roof Inn. I'll never
Red
forget it.
Roof Inn in Bloomington, Indiana, performing at a place called Nick's. I go to Red Roof Inn, and they say, your roommate is already here, and he gave me the room. I said, well, damn, okay, but I got $11. So I don't care who it is. I got to go upstairs. I knock on the door, and J. Anthony opens the door.
Wow.
I said, but he had his stuff all
But I
over
was
the
in the midst
damn
of
room.
sewing. I was sewing. I
Both,
had
both beds,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah. He was making his pants that he was going to wear that night. Because what a lot of people don't know, Jay is a really, really good tailor. He can really make clothes.
Oh, wow.
And that was his profession before I met him. So I look at the bed, but I say, hey, man, I'm your roommate. My name's Steve Harvey. He said, you can't stay in here. Now I'm looking at him. He don't know how hard I am.
Can I say something, though? Not that you couldn't stay in there. I had so much stuff. You really could not stay in there. That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
It wasn't.
He had an extra TV. I saw a phone cord all the way across the room. I said, man, what is this dude doing? I said, my man, I don't know what to tell you. I got to stay here. He said, don't you go downstairs because this ain't camp and get yourself another room. He don't know I got $11. I said, my man, I can't go downstairs and get no room. I ain't got no money for that. And I'm looking at him because I'm hot now. Mm-hmm. And I said, well,
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm tight. So he said, hey, man, him. And Jay gave me $30. Wow. I said, go down there and get your room, man. And I went down there and got a room. And the first time somebody ever done like that for me, I got my room.
Damn, Jay, you had $30, Jay?
Yeah.
I was a headliner.
He said he was the headliner. I had
Dog, Jay was making $1,800 a week when I met
What?
him. Oh, dog. Oh, doggy.
You was balling, Jay.
Dog.
balling.
So I went back up to his room because I saw all that stuff. I said, hey, man, I saw you had an iron in here. Can I use your iron so I can press my clothes for the night? He said, man, you gotta start getting this stuff. You're going to be on the road. And I said, okay, hold up. You know, N-word. I ain't finna hear all this
You
here.
was touchy back then.
Oh, dog, I was
mentoring you,
real
Steve.
tight.
Oh, he been touchy from day
Oh, he
on.
was trying to help me,
He's
but I thought.
lying. He was so humble. When I tell you he was
Oh,
humble.
really?
He came, let me finish. He came back up. He had his hat rolled up like a yard worker, man. He was sweating and everything,
Reaching
man.
it in his hand.
I don't have an iron. And would it be so? Could you be so beholden? I know you gave me the money to get the room and everything, but could you be so beholden to give me? Let me use your iron. I don't have an iron. And he said it like that, an iron. Go ahead, Steve.
And you guys
Okay.
have been friends ever since.
So I went across the street to Target and bought a $9 iron. So I ironed my outfit at. We meet up at the club. Jay had a powder blue Pinto
Full of stuff, man.
packed went all the way to the back. I go get my shoes and put them on, and I go out there and I watch J. Anthony Brown. Lord have mercy, Jesus. He was the most brilliant act
Boy,
I
he's a
had
beast
ever
now.
seen in comedy, man. I sat there in complete and utter awe. He told me at the show, he said, you pretty funny, man. A couple moves you need to learn, but N-word, you're going to be pretty funny. I said, man, if I could be funny, it's this boy right here. So we was on tour the
Was
rest
he
of the
killing
week.
this, Steve? Was he
dog,
killing
he was,
that?
dog, he had them white folks laughing so hard. And, you know, it was no black headliners ever. There wasn't nobody but him.
And there was no black audience either, Tommy. We didn't see black audiences.
Wow.
It was all white.
The only
audience.
black headliners was J. Anthony Brown, Byron Allen, and George Wallace.
Don't forget Sinbad.
Oh,
and
and Sinbad.
And Sinbad.
But, you know, I never saw Sinbad because he was too big. You know, he was on Star Search and all
Star
that.
Search, yes.
So,
Yeah.
dog, I was sitting up here going, man, this is the greatest dude. We stayed together that whole week, and we got to the weekend, and we had a gig that was 2 nights in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I remember
And
that.
one night, man, after the show, the first night, he said, y'all, I want to bring up a guy that's going to be great in this business one day. And I was the opener. He said, come on back up, man, close the show out with me. And we stood on stage and sang that song. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? And we had our arm around each other on stage, and all the white people joined in. Jay, I went home that night, man. I was so emotional sitting on my bed, man. I said, man, this dude said I was going to be great. And then the next night, we closed the show the same way. We exchanged phone numbers. Wasn't no cell phones.
No.
And we made a pact. We said, hey, man, if you ever need me, call me and leave a message. I check my messages every 4 hours. And then we became friends. And he said, then we got so close, I said, hey, man, if you ever get in trouble, just leave Mayday on the machine. Mayday. And that's when we knew somebody was in trouble and we had to get in our car, try to find him. And first time he
Wasn't
called me,
no
I said,
texting,
she found my
or
book.
none of that back in the
That was
day.
the first
Y'all
Mayday.
know.
She found my book, my entire book.
dog.
What was that, Jay?
Who found your
What
book?
happened? What
In
happened?
Now, we ain't got to go into who, but it was found, okay? The book was found.
We missed what you
A
said.
female.
What did you-
It was
Jay
a
had a
female.
diary
Oh, okay.
that he kept record of everything he did. He wrote down
said
all
it
his
was
thoughts and
Journal.
everything.
Jokes,
And he
yes,
left it
everything.
at this girl's house. And he called me and he said, Mayday. And it just so happened, I'm going to Memphis. Now, I knew the
Where
girl.
she was. Okay.
I knew the girl because we had talked. We knew each other's people, you know. And he said, man, she found the book. God, dog.
God.
All right, guys. We got to wrap up. Thank you. That was a great story. Coming up next, it's the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with our national news for today. Texas Senator Ted Cruz is facing a lot of backlash for jetting off to Cancun, Mexico, while his home state, Texas, is in a crisis. Plus, in entertainment news, Houston's own Beyonce has partnered with Adidas to provide relief for Texas winter storm victims. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now the nephew is in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
I got shoplifters. Attention, shoplifters. That's what I got,
Shoplifters, please pay attention.
Shoplifters. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello,
Yes, I'm trying to reach a Tanya, please.
this is she.
Hi, Tanya. My name is Daniel. I'm the head of store security here at your job.
Yes.
Listen, I'm trying to see. I'm gonna have to. I know today's your day off. I'm looking at the schedule here. It seems that you don't come back in until Saturday. I'm trying to see if it's possible I can get you to come to the store. There's a bit of a situation I want to discuss with you. There's about $1,800 worth of merchandise missing from the store.
What?
Yeah, it's about $1,800 worth of merchandise, and we definitely know that this is a in-house situation. This is not someone walking in shoplifting. This is definitely an in-house situation with employees who have evidently been shoplifting from the store, taking things, and we want to get down to the roots of the problem.
Okay, so what you calling me for?
Well, ma'am, it's been brought to my attention that there's a possibility that you may be part of this situation. And
Part of the situation. I ain't no thief. I don't steal. You don't call my house accusing me of stealing. I ain't stole nothing from nobody.
okay, well, hang on, ma'am. What I'm trying to do is just trying to
Hang on, my. You trying to say I done stole something, and I ain't stole the thing.
Okay, wait just a second. Now, here, do you have a sister named Cynthia?
Yeah, what about her?
Well, now, it seems that here on some of the footage that we have on camera, that it's a possibility that it seems like your sister's actually wearing some of the merchandise that we sell here in the store. And,
Okay, just because she wearing something that we sell in the store don't mean that I stole it.
well, we don't see where she's at. I've backed the footage up as far as I could. I don't see any footage of where she purchased this particular merchandise. And my assumption is maybe you gave it to her.
I ain't gave her and just because you don't see where somebody purchased it don't mean that it's been stolen.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to just get to the chase of this, Tanya. What I'm going to have to do is this. If I can't get you to come to the store, ma'am, and matter of fact, here's another question for you before I go any further. You have children at all, Tanya?
Yeah, I got children. Why?
Is it possible, because I'm missing a lot of baby merchandise as well. And
You know what? You really cruising for this morning, okay?
Well-
Because you don't call somebody on their off day accusing them of stealing.
okay, here's what I got to do. Are you coming into the office so I can talk with you?
I'm not coming nowhere on my off day.
Well, then what's going to happen, Miss Tanya, is I'm going to have to actually come to your home, check your closet. I'm going to have to check your kids and see if
You
they're
gonna do what?
check and see if they're wearing merchandise that comes from this.
Come to my house if you want to, and they gonna take your ass up out of here in a body bag. You
Excuse me?
understand me? You heard what I said. You heard what I said. You don't call nobody. I bust my ass at that store. I bust my ass at that store. You understand me? I work hard for y'all, okay?
You've been busting. You've been busting.
You call here accusing me of stealing. I ain't stole from nobody. I don't have to steal. That's why I work all day. You understand me?
I think you've been busting your butt. Taking stuff is what you've been doing. You've been
took from nobody. You understand me? I do not steal.
I'm going to come over there. I'm checking your closets.
Things, but it ain't no thief. You understand?
And I'm checking your babies as well. And I'm making.
You check my babies and see what happens. You put your hands on any damn thing in here and see what happens. Okay?
I don't want to have to drag your butt.
Over here. Drag? Oh, you gonna drag somebody? Oh, now you threatening me?
I don't want to drag you out of your house.
Security guard. You a tough security guard. You like your job that much? You willing to die for that? Huh?
Who said anything about me dying?
I did. Come over here, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens. When you with people on their off day, you get hurt, okay? I get a couple of damn days off, and y'all going to call me with this
So are you threatening me now?
I'm threatening you. Didn't you just call and say you was coming over here?
Yes, I did.
Your over here. Bring your Bring your security guard.
I'm on my Don't look. Let me tell you something.
Okay?
I can have you brought up on charges. You know that?
Bring me up on charges and see what happens.
That's
Bring
it.
me up on charges. See if you get that far.
I'm on my way over there now to check you and your kids. You understand me?
Come over here to check me and my kids and see how they check your up out of here.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got nothing to tell me. You ain't got nothing else to tell me, okay?
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you took? Maybe I'll go light on you. I'll go light on you.
You think I'm stupid or something? You sound like a damn fool. Why don't you tell me what you took? I ain't took.
I bet you're teaching your little kids over there how to steal too, aren't you?
What? What you teach your little ugly kids?
Hey! Now you will not.
Hey, don't call me with this on my off day.
Let me tell you one more. Are you listening to me? I got one more thing to say to you.
You ain't got nothing else to say to me.
Are you listening?
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your sister Cynthia.
Okay. So you and that broad want to play games, okay? Y'all want to play, right? Y'all got jokes. I got a joke for both of y'all, okay? I'm around here taking care of her and all her little ugly kids, and she gonna play with me and my off day? All right.
Tanya, she told me, she said, that Tommy be pranking people. You can't nobody get me with that old crazy stuff. How come them people don't know somebody calling and tripping with this? She told me you thought you couldn't be God.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. Y'all got me. It's all good. It's all good. Well, I love you. I love you, Nephew Tommy. I got something bugged like.
All right, let me ask you one more thing. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you ever stole something, stand up now and just go on and fess up for it. You ever stole something out the store?
You know you took it.
You know you did it. Okay. Ladies, I'm going to start with Shirley. Shirley, you ever stole something out the store?
Yeah. When I
What
was
you took,
really young.
What you stole?
Some candy. Just some candy.
Okay. All right. I want to hear it. All right. Sure. Carla? Why you so quiet? You normally louder than that. What you done stole out the store, Carla?
Candy and some chips, some Snickers, some Reese's, some hot tamales.
Where you put all that at?
Wow.
Different occasions. Some Jay's potato chips.
No, mine was once.
Shout
Jay
out
Anthony
to
Brown.
I stole some Valentine candy. And when I gave it to the girl, she had already got candy from somebody else, and I got in trouble for stealing the damn candy that I stole. So that didn't work out. You see why I'm the way I am.
What, diabetic?
Or bitter.
My uncle.
Well, you asked everyone in the room to stand up. So
Well, I actually stood.
I done standing all this time.
Food, clothes, car batteries, fishing gear, car tires. I done stole cable. I done stole wrenches, a tube set, batteries. I done sold detergent.
Detergent?
Stole credit
right.
cards.
We don't have time for his list.
Pack
Coming
of
up at the
checkbooks I saw on the counter one
top of
time.
the hour.
But Shirley, a car battery. You
I
just
know.
walk
I
out.
sold a
know.
case
Take
of
a
cigarettes
battery.
and I don't even smoke.
We gotta go, you thief. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national
Stole
news.
some medicines, cough
Right
syrup.
after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, according to the Shade Room now, Houston's own Beyonce, her Be Good Foundation, and Adidas are working with Beyonce's church in Houston, the Bread of Life, Inc., to provide relief to victims of the winter storm. The fund would provide one-time financial assistance to those who have experienced a non-recurring sudden emergency hardship due to an unforeseen or unavoidable event. Residents in Texas are eligible to apply. Just go to Beyonce.com. Beyonce.com. Wow, that's nice.
Her
Always
Adidas
giving
gear
back.
is
Yes.
fly. Have you seen her Adidas gear?
Oh, yes.
Woo!
Yes, yes. I want that blue, baby blue fur.
One she
teddy
gave
coat,
to Raji.
teddy bear
But you know
coat.
something?
Yes, yes, yes. I want that.
But you know something, y'all? That girl, man, every time something happens, she steps up.
She's a giver.
For especially,
You know, man.
Especially
Houston.
for Texas.
Yeah.
Or in Houston, right, Shirley?
She had that testing van set up for people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drove around. She had that medical van going around helping people. She done sent food down there. That girl
Always
is the
giving
truth,
back.
man.
She's on
Yep.
it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ted
Beautiful
Cruz is in
spirit.
Cancun.
Yeah.
Right. And speaking of Texas, since you said that, Jay, and Senator Ted Cruz, well, he
Yes,
is
dude.
facing backlash after pictures surfaced on social media of him and his family traveling on a trip to Cancun while his home state of Texas was battered by that winter storm and widespread power outages. This storm left millions of Texas residents freezing and fearing for their life. He said that his daughter wanted to go on a trip with their friends since school was out. So he was being a good dad flying with her down there. Well, now after all the backlash and everything, Ted jumped on
No,
a
Chump
plane.
is right. Chump is right.
That was
Chump,
Freudian, wasn't it?
you was perfect.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Ted jumped on a plane yesterday and came right on back to Texas, okay? The Texas Democrats are calling for Ted Cruz to be expelled.
Beat
Now,
it.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
how,
going to
how
Cancun.
insensitive.
I'm surprised he went to Cancun.
Yeah. And he was just out in the open with
Yeah,
it, you
just-
know,
just
all on
like-
the plane.
Like as cold
with
as
his
people are in
phone,
Texas,
yeah.
he's vacationing, right?
Yeah, what do you think? I don't.
What a loser. What a loser.
He's
He don't
the worst
stand for
of the
nothing,
worst.
though.
No, nothing.
Spineless.
He
Spineless.
learned from the worst. You're right,
That's
Steve.
right,
He
Tommy.
learned from the worst. He
You
learned
don't
from
stand
the
for nothing. They
worst.
talk about your wife. You let that fly. You let
Talk
anything
about your
happen.
deceased father.
Come
You
on,
let
Let
that
that
You
go.
do
slide.
nothing. Yeah.
This man called your wife ugly.
Humiliated her.
and he
I mean,
got in
put
bed with,
pictures up.
with Trump. Yeah.
Held a picture up of his wife and Melania. That was his joke. Man, boy, let me tell you
And
something.
you
When I see your
defended
ass,
him. He defended Trump
Right,
during
he-
the impeachment. Remember
Yeah,
that, Steve?
he offered to plead his case, to plead Trump's case
Dog, he
during
had
all of
Harvey.
that. Huh?
he went to Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz said yes.
Yeah. And this man talked about your wife. Okay.
He's the most
Yeah.
nothing ass politician of them all. to
Of
me.
the-
Yes. Yes. You better talk. Yes, sir.
Yes.
What
like,
you
how-
said, all of that.
It's just, and then he had this big old bag talking about he was only going to be there for one night. He was doing a turnaround trip.
But you
Big
got,
old
but you
bag.
got 13 pair of drawers in there though.
Yeah.
You got 13 pair of drawers in there.
All right, Steve, time for headlines. Let's move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay, thank you. The lights slowly coming back on the homes of millions of Texans after this week's record-breaking winter storm. But safe drinking water now at a premium. That's because the week's unusually frigid temperatures have caused pipes to burst. That, in turn, has prompted a boil water advisory. With everything else, that's caused rolling blackouts of people trying to do that. The city of Tyler spokeswoman Luann Campbell says it's hard to boil water with no electricity and impossible to work with busted and frozen pipes.
The water pressure is below levels that are required by the Texas Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, TCEQ, and that water pressure maintains optimal safety for the water. So we can't meet that pressure.
The below freezing weather that hit the Deep South, by the way, especially the Gulf refinery region, will reportedly cause gas prices to rise now. This is all, one thing is like a domino effect. Everything is affected by everything else. Biden administration says it's providing some $2 billion to aid COVID vaccine distribution in 92 low and middle income countries. Now, the reason being that by allowing the virus to spread unchecked in poorer countries, it keeps Americans at risk, because what happens, there become more variants of the virus they develop, and then we have to deal with that. Democratic-controlled Congress scheduled to take up immigration reform soon. Finally, Amazon's retiring CEO Jeff Bezos, officially the richest man in the world. Forbes magazine puts second runner-up Elon Musk at $173 billion, Bezos $190 billion. Where does Donald Trump come in? He's number 1,234 with $2 billion. Still money to me. Money. And I don't have any of it. Money. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, introduce your best friend. You've known him many, many years.
Many years. We go back like Cadillac seats. Ace, Boone, Coon, Buzzard back buddies, ladies and gentlemen. J. Anthony Brown.
In honor of Black History Month, of Black History Month, I will give you the greatest haters of Black history of all time. Great things they did, but they all had haters. For once, like this. In 1926, Willie T. Kennedy, better known as Lips, was the first person to wet up a marijuana joint. After that, he was no longer allowed to smoke with the group. Kente Kenya, a runaway slave, once said to Harriet Tubman, Kente Kenya, once said to Harriet Tubman, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Absolutely.
Walter Douglas said to Langston Hughes, a great American poet, he said to Langston Hughes, how come your stuff don't rhyme? What's up with that? Benjamin Banneker, who designed Washington, D.C., laid out the plans for Washington, D.C. A hater once said to him, what's up with all these one-way streets, and how do I get to Ben's Chili Bowl? Listen, these are haters. Haters.
I hate him. You are so stupid.
Garrett Morgan, who invented the stoplight. He invented the stoplight. A hater once said to him, let me get this right. The light green, the light turns red, and the light turns yellow. That's it? Oh my God. Haters. Garrett Augustus Morgan, the man who invented the gas mask. A hater once said to him, a hater said to him, you know when you put this thing on your face, can't nobody tell who you are. A hater. Just hate. And the last but not least, Walker T. Bentley, while coming home from work, noticed that there was a Chicago fire. This is where the phrase, the roof is on fire. But a man, I'm not finished, a man who worked at that same plant saw the same fire and said, we don't need no water, let the... we don't need no water, let them...
We don't need no water. Let the...
He said the roof is on fire. The man who used to work there and got fired said, we don't need no water, let them burn. This has been Black Haters of History by yours truly, J. Anthony Brown.
Happy Black History Month. Thank you, Jay. Coming up at 34, we're going to play, you'll see, something very special from our very own Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, question for you. How do you feel about the younger generation using your voice in their TikTok videos or Instagram Reel posts? In this particular video, these two young men who did a reenactment of the skit of you asking your brother's advice on how to ask a lady out on a date, Well, this video, Steve, has gone viral with well over 1.7 million views. We'll play a little bit of it. Take a listen.
Girl in college, man, she was so out my league. Now I'm in college, I'm a freshman. So that evening, I went home, I'm in college, I called my brother. I said, hey man, I just met this girl. I ain't really met her, I see her, man, but how do I get right next to her? Hey, listen, what you tripping for? All you got to do tomorrow, when you see her, walk up to her and say, excuse me. I don't want to disrupt your day and nothing you got going, but it would really, really make my day if you would tell me your name. And when you say that, just walk away. Next day in school, soon as I saw her, I walked right up to her. I said, excuse me. I said, I don't want to interrupt your day and stop nothing you're doing, but it would really make my day if you would just tell me what your name is. She said, it's Melinda. I said, Melinda, thank you. So I went home that evening, and I called my brother. I said, hey, man, I did it. He said, did you walk away like I told you? I said, yeah. I said, but what do I do next? He said, tomorrow, walk up to her and tell her, introduce yourself and tell her your name. And say, so the next time I see you and I say hello to you, it would mean so much to me if you would just say my name back to me. I said, and then what I do? He said, walk off. So next day I see her, I walk up to her, I said, hey, Melinda. She said, hi. I said, hold on one second. I said, I'd like to tell you my name. My name is Steve. I said, all I want is when I say hello, Melinda, I would just love to hear you say my name back to me. That would mean so much to me. I said, let's try this. I said, hello, Melinda. She said, hello, Steve. I go back to the room. That night I called my brother. I said, bro, I said, what I do next? First of all, man, stop sounding anxious. Slow your roll. You got to get smooth with this. Now, tomorrow when you see her, you say hello to her, wait on her to say your name, and then act like it knocked you out. Say, act like it knocked me off. And then walk off. What the hell you think? Click. Hey, Melinda, how you doing? Hey, Steve. Bro, I did that. Walked off.
I love it.
It was so cute. It was so
And the
cute.
video is off the chain, Steve.
These kids reenacted it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And they finished it up. It's really a cool story, and it actually happened. I did that a few years ago on my talk show.
Okay.
Is that where, okay.
All right.
Melinda.
That's where it came from. Mm-hmm.
Right, that's where it came from, and it really happened. That's how I met this girl in college. It was out of my league, but I didn't know how to talk to her, so I had to call my brother. My brother Terry was a player, so I had to call him.
So what did you think about the two boys that did it, especially
I thought
when they played your
I'm actually going to reach out to them
To the young
Oh,
guys?
good
Oh,
job.
good.
They did a really good job.
They
because
did
it was
a
really amazing.
It was.
I got something else I did that I'm going to release this video. You know that, I don't know if you saw the video, the janitor that made the half-court shot.
I don't think so.
He made the
Is that
half
when
court
he
shot.
had
Was
his
this
back
a while
turned,
ago?
Steve?
Hey man, y'all need to brush up on your social media skills.
Whatever,
What's up?
Steve.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
I
got
know.
Instagram
You're not talking.
yesterday.
You're not talking.
Now you just all into viral videos.
Now y'all don't even know what's happening. Either that or y'all need some kids. One of the two.
We got those. We missed that one. So what you got with that, Steve?
But I'll tell you something. One day when we finish editing it, I just shot it today. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Okay.
Look forward to it. Look forward to it. But congratulations to the guys who reenacted this video for you. If you want,
Well,
if they want to
I'm gonna
see it, yeah, they can go to Steve Harvey FM and check it out.
Right.
Some
on the
money coming
ground.
your way, guys.
Yeah. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after the hour, it's the Strawberry Letter. For today, the subject post-Valentine's Day drama, but right now, the nephew is in the building. He's here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
The title is Gene, I Got Your Girl. Gene, I got your girl. Come on, cat dog.
Hello?
Speak to Gene.
Yeah, what's up with this?
My name Vernon, brother. What's playing?
What's going on?
I need to holler at you for a minute, my man.
About what?
I want to holler at you about your wife. So you got a minute?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't even know how to break this to you, dog. I just want to be straight up with you, man. Me and your wife been kind of seeing each other. And really, she want to let you go, but she ain't, you know, she really ain't got it up in her to say she want to let you go. So you know, I'm coming to you like a man and letting you know that she really wanted to shut it down with you. We've been seeing each other for a minute now. So I don't know how we can, you know, I'm just coming at you like a man, brother, trying to let you know she don't even really want you no more. You know, we done talked about it, and I'm just trying to get it all I know. I'm tired of hiding with it, really.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's a lot smoother than I expected, player.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, long as you cool. I thought, you know, I just want to be a man, call and holler at you and let you know. Have you seen her today?
And where you from?
From Jersey. I'm up around Newark.
I mean, you said it's a lot smoother than you thought it was going to be?
Well, you know, anytime another man finna call another man about his wife, I mean, yeah, you don't expect it to be nothing, you know, pretty simple. That's for sure.
I mean,
I done contemplated a long time by calling you, so, you know, today I just said to hell with it.
How you get my number?
No, I've been had your number. I done had your number a long time.
All right, now you say you looking, it's a lot smoother than you thought it was going to be. It ain't that smooth, but, you know.
You the one.
You know, like, the thing is, you got one up on me because you know my information. Now I got to come find you.
Okay, wait, hold up now.
Yeah.
You feel like...
Oh, no, I don't need to hold up. You said what you going to say.
Okay, you feel like you need to be looking for me or something?
Yeah.
Brother, look ahead, man. Let's check this out. This is a decision that the wife has made. You understand what I'm saying? So you have no reason to be mad at me about anything. You have no reason to be coming looking for me or any information on me. Because, see, when that happens, then it's going to really get stanky up in here. And I'm trying not to let that happen. That's why I'm calling you like a man, brother.
Trust me, man. It ain't nothing that I'm never worried about.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know, man. I'm letting you know up front. Me and her contemplated a long time, yada, yada. So now, you know, here we are. So I said, you know what, the hell with it. I'm calling today.
Y'all should have did this on the phone together. I'd have respected both of y'all a lot more.
Okay, well, you know, and then, you know, if that's what it's got to be, we be face-to-face together, whatever it's got to be, man. So
that's what I prefer, you know.
Okay. So, but let me ask you this here. Where it's going in? Once we both stand flat-footed and tell you how it is, then what?
I ain't going to never be flat-footed.
Okay. Well, flat-footed or upside down, any way you want to look at it, bro. I'm trying not to get into this physical part, but it seems like you leaning that way with me.
It could be whatever, you know. You could be on this side of the dirt or the other side. It don't make a difference.
It never does, brother. It never does. When two bulls come together, one of them got to go down.
Now, guess what? We here doing too much talking. You got my information. Guess what? Now I'm locked, loaded, and hunting for you.
You lock and loaded?
There's no need for you to say it. There's no need for us to discuss anymore.
Okay, cool. You know, while we at it, man, let me go and drop it all on you then. Because it seems like we need to go and get it all out the way. You cool? Right. You know what I'm saying? I think you need, you know, matter of fact, if you want to just keep it all the way real, you might want to go take a blood test about Alana and make sure you the papa to that.
All right.
Feel me?
Got it.
So, I'm going to have your wife give you a call, man, because we done contemplated it too long, and it's time.
You do that. You know my information. Like I said, you said enough. You hit enough bones there. Now I'm really locked, loaded, and hunting for somebody. So you know what? I mean, somebody got to go.
What you mean?
Me and you.
Wait. What's all this somebody got to go?
Huh?
What you saying? Somebody got to go?
Somebody got to go, like.
Okay, you talking about either me or you? One of us got to go? See, because you're saying the wrong thing, because what you must understand is if I've given you as much information as I already have, that means I have enough information to know where you are, brother. You know nothing about me nor where I reside. So if you're going to talk about lock and load and somebody got to go, then you're saying it to the wrong person because I'm already up on you, player.
Like first off, you ain't really a North because you got a country accent. So second off, like you're dealing with a real street. So however you want to handle it, you know my information. Guess what? I don't reside there no more. I ain't there no more. So guess what? Now you got to start from scratch like me.
I'll tell you what, man. Here go the math, man. You ready for that? You ready for this math? You ready, player?
Math?
Here go the math. This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You've been pranked by your wife.
I'm a killer.
Yeah, black man, chill out, boy. You kind of had me scared for a minute because you really wasn't flinching. Whatever you eating over there, you never did stop eating on it.
Oh, I ain't going to stop eating. I'm going to keep eating. I listen to y'all every morning.
What's the baddest radio morning show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Show.
That one is
That was
chilling.
a real, like,
Tommy,
real guy, real gangster guy there.
Yeah.
Tommy,
I was scared for you, Tommy. I was.
he was gonna do something to you, man.
Yeah. I felt hurt while he was talking. I felt pain coming. I was like, okay.
I was,
Hey,
I
player,
was saying to
you want
myself,
all of
please
it?
tell him it's a joke, quick. Let's hurry up. Hurry
Hey
up
man,
and tell us.
hey man, you wanna keep it all the way real? You probably need to get a blood test for little Alana.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said right there. He said right there. You crossed the line now. He said yeah. Somebody got to go now. See, 'cause now,
And he said, Tommy, he said he don't live there no more, so I'm looking for you. That was checkmate right there. That was a checkmate for me.
Jay. Yeah. I'm still scared.
Jay, I actually got scared, Jay. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm still
scared
right now. Yeah, I'm still scared.
When your heart starts pumping and you say, you know what, this is not something I shouldn't have done.
But Tommy, you ain't from the north with that country accent.
With that country ass accent you got, you ain't no north side blankety blank no way.
But see what you don't know is see, you messing with a real.
Yeah. That was scary, Tommy. That was really scary, man. And the fact that I know he wasn't afraid of you, he never stopped eating. He never.
Right.
Because most people put their food down to make a point. He was eating and making points.
Let me ask you something, Jay. You was listening. And what was he really eating? What was that?
I don't know what it was, but he was able to keep his mind on his food and you at the same time, and he didn't miss a beat. He didn't miss
Chinese
a beat.
food.
Yeah.
Some shrimp and broccoli or something.
Yeah.
Well, I made it through it, and he's okay.
Yeah,
he's not
did,
looking
man.
for me. He's not wanting
No,
to
he's
do
not
something
looking.
to me.
But he sounds like a guy that don't let the joke go, though, Tommy. He does sound
Well,
like that guy.
but let me tell you this, Jay. After we got through recording, I did stay on long enough to make sure. Are you and I, are we cool?
Did he
Are
laugh?
me and you cool?
Did he ever
Do
crack
you
a
need
smile?
anything from me? You know,
Did he ever
do you
crack
need
a
an
smile?
autograph book from Steve? Whatever you need, I got that. You know
You
what I'm
need
saying?
Steve to call you or something?
That's my
But Tommy-
nephew playing, you know, whatever you need.
Did he ever crack a smile? Did he ever loosen
Never
up a bit?
once.
Yeah.
Never,
he
you know, like when we got off, he's like, I'm gonna let you make it, but hey,
you live.
you messing with
But
the wrong
Tommy-
one, Hopefully I'll see you though, Tommy.
When a
Hopefully
black
I'll
man
see you. I was
go,
like, well, what do that mean? Hopefully you'll
Yeah,
see me.
but-
What is?
When a black man goes, I hear you. He's just taking in information. He ain't afraid of nothing. He's like,
And I know a neck bone when I hear one.
Nah.
That was a neck bone.
I don't know what
I
he
knew
was.
that was shrimp and broccoli. All right, thank you, nephew.
That
Coming
was
up,
good, Tommy.
we got the strawberry letter subject: post-Valentine's Day drama. Dumbest letter you ever heard. When we come back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, this month we salute all black everything, okay? Yes. We recognize the culture that sets trends, creates the moments, and moves the world. This Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, check out Living Black. It features performances by Roddy Ricch, 21 Savage, Janae Aiko, and Kirk Franklin. Watch this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Go to steveharveyfm.com/livingblack for more information. And see it. I mean, all month we're celebrating all black everything, so check it out.
Yes,
Black,
I will be
black,
watching
black,
it tomorrow.
I will too. Yes.
Like blackity black.
Blacker than black. Blacker than that.
Black.
All right, guys, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this. This one is stupid.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
All right, subject, post-Valentine's Day drama. Dear Steve and Shirley, I need help getting back on track with my girl. My girl makes a big deal about Valentine's Day, even though I spoil her all year long. I'm a true romantic, and I love this woman. I also have 2 female friends that I've known for many years, and my girl is friendly with them. This Valentine's Day, I went all out and prepared filet mignon, lobster tails, garlic mashed potatoes, and a Greek salad for my girl. I laid her out with a nice gift, and I had her favorite candles lit while we ate. I'm a chef, so I cook like this for her all the time. Here's where I went wrong. I also made a plate for my female friend because she got dumped recently and she's been depressed. I also sent a floral bouquet to my other female friend because she just had a death in her family and she's been grieving alone because of the quarantine. I didn't mention it to my girl, and I didn't think I needed to. Our Valentine's night got off to a great start, and the drama started after dinner. I went and jumped in the shower and left my phone in the den.
God!
My female friend sent a text and a picture of the flowers saying thank you with a kissy face emoji. Of course, I didn't have a password on my phone since I don't have anything to hide. My girl was furious when I got out of the shower, and she left after she showed me the text. An hour or so later, my girl sent me a screenshot of my other female friend's IG post, and it was a picture of the plate I gave her, and the caption read, "My favorite chef." It was the same food that I fixed for my girl. My girl said it's over and told me I should be with one of those girls instead. But I want her. Can you please help me out here? Well, certainly gonna try. Everything you did in this letter was just dumb and dumber. I mean, seriously. You left your phone, you did that. What were you thinking? I mean, you started off great, though. I have to give you credit. You started off great with the delicious meal, the lobster tail, the candles, and you bought her a nice gift and everything. I mean, but then you had to blow it. I mean, you know, this was supposed to be her special night. You said she makes a big deal about Valentine's Day. You know, this was her night for love and attention from you, not your female friends. I mean, they could have waited one more day. Then you could have included your girl. You know, you guys could have both done it together since they were both going through things, and she's friendly with them too, you said. That would have made it so much better. And you know what? No woman wants to share Valentine's Day. They just don't. They don't want to share it with anyone, let alone 2 other women, okay? I just can't stress that's enough, and that's why she's so mad right now. Can you fix this? You say you need help. I don't know, but, you know, everything and anything is possible. You got to do a whole lot of begging and pleading and praying and crying, all of that. That's the start. That's the start. Because she's big mad right now. It's going to take something real big to get her back. I mean, she might eventually come around, but you got to start with asking her for forgiveness for what you did. Tell her it was dumb. You weren't thinking. You know, these 2 girls, tell her why you did it and all of that. But yeah, this was just dumb on your part. I'm sorry. This was just dumb. And that's why your girlfriend feels like, you know, you do this for everyone. What makes her special? That's what she's going through right now. So you can try. You could try to fix it. Anything's possible. Steve? I don't know.
Well, player. Or should I? Let me retract that statement, because you ain't no player. Okay, bro. I don't even understand you. I really don't, man. You don't have. See, you ain't that bright, fellas. Listen to me. We're not that smart. We're not that crafty. You cannot not have a passcode on your phone. Dog, girlfriend or not, or wife, you can't have a phone without a passcode. So your phone rang, anybody can answer it and got what?
Yeah.
Dog, are you nuts? That's for starters. But you real stupid. And you know how I know you stupid? Because I done this before. See,
Really,
I done
Steve?
this. Oh, yes.
Really?
I done this with
So he
Christmas
is you.
gifts.
You are him.
Dog. But I did this when I was 18.
Yeah. All right, hold that thought, Steve. Hold that thought, please. We'll come right back with part 2 of Steve's response at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject of my strawberry letter today is post-Valentine's Day drama. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's strawberry letter. The dumbest letter. Post-Valentine's Day drama is the subject.
Now, what this fool did, y'all, was he want to get back on track with his girl because his girl makes a big deal about Valentine's Day. Now, he claims that he spoils her all year long. That is questionable. I'm going to explain it to you. That right there is questionable. You just did that to give yourself a cushion in this letter. You know. Anyway, you also have 2 female friends that I've known for many years. And my girl is friendly with them. Really. Well, after we go over what happened in the letter, don't seem like they're all that damn friendly to me.
Right.
You know, somebody putting up with them and going along with it just because you've insisted that they're your good friends. But the moment something happens, she show you how friendly she is and how she feel about your little friendship. I keep telling y'all about these opposite sex friends y'all think y'all can have and ain't gonna create no problems in your relationship. I've said it 100 times. You can have opposite sex friends, but it's gonna lead to some situations. And here we are. Your dumb ass made your girl a wonderful dinner. Garlic mashed potatoes, lobster, you know, filet mignon, and you a chef. You done set it all out, got her favorite candle, y'all having Valentine's dinner. You go to take a shower, you thinking it's finna be on and cracking, you finna go get all this smoky smell out your butt because you done cooked all this filet mignon and lobster. You over here, you surfing turf, you smell like a cow and fish. So you just all up in here trying to get sexy like your night just finna be jumping. Your dumb ass leave your phone in there that ain't got no code on it and it pop up. Your first girlfriend who got dumped by her boyfriend, you felt sorry for her, made her a plate, sent her the same damn food you done made for your. So the whole time you cooking this special dinner for your girl, you done separated and made the same damn thing for your girlfriend? You stupid. And then you send it to her. And you send her some damn... Anyway, she send you the picture with kissy face, thank you. The other girl that's your friend had a death in the family, no telling how damn long ago. You done sent her a flower. And some damn food. You just a fool. She send you a text loving that, and your girl see it. You come out the shower, all hell break loose, she leave. Now you want to get back with her. See, player, here's your problem. You done messed up, and probably what's costing you is your age. Because you never said in the letter how old you are. Let me tell you something. I was 18 years old, man. I went down to May Company. They had a little special at Christmas. Buy one turquoise bracelet, get another one free. So I bought my girlfriend and my side chick the same damn bracelet. I go home, put them in the same box, put their name on it, wrap it in the same paper, and set up there and got the damn boxes mixed up. So when I had one for New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, her bracelet, turquoise. Christmas Day, I give my girlfriend hers. But when they opened the boxes, they got each other name in it. Because I had the same paper, same gift, same box. I'm 18.
But you 18,
stupid.
Right?
Now, you a grown man, you a chef somewhere. your ass did this. I never recovered from that. I ended up losing both the chicks.
The moral to the story.
Of course.
Because even at 18, they was going, you BS stupid big lip. They called me everything that was wrong with me. That was when I had started getting used to my physical features, and I thought I had a chance maybe. And they broke me down. They reminded me, you big lip, wide nose, dumbass, gonna sit up in here and give me this box with this heifer name on it. I ought to go over there and they ended up talking one time, found out they had the same damn gift. Oh, Jesus. But I was 18.
This is not the one, Steve, that you said, the girl said that she didn't like your face. That's neither one of them.
No, this is a whole nother girl. I've been destroyed by women comments my entire life.
Like your facial features.
Yeah, I don't like your facial features. I discovered that in the 9th grade.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was.
You have never let that go, have
Yeah.
you? You still,
No.
sticks with you.
So I was trying to tell you that at 18, I had worked through that.
Okay.
And then when I did this, both of them brought it back up again. You big lip, wide nose, stupid ass. And that shattered me again. It took me right back to you don't like my facial features. And so, problem you got, dog, is your ass is old.
Yeah.
You done messed up. You're stupid.
Wants to feel special.
Yeah. First thing you need is passcode.
All right. Thank you, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up, we're going to talk about Black Girl Magic tennis greats Naomi and Serena right after this.
Oh, that was a great match.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, happy Black History Month. We got a few more days to go in Black History Month. Everything black.
You gotta say it twice. It means something though. Black. That's deep black. You know,
Black. All right. So, did you guys see the Black Girl Magic historic moment when tennis greats Naomi Osaka played the GOAT and her idol Serena Williams at the Australian Open? You saw it, Jay, right?
I saw it.
Yeah, you saw
Who
it.
won?
Pulling from a girl.
Naomi
I
defeated
can't pronounce
Serena.
her name. Was it Shirley?
Naomi Osaka.
Osaka.
Wow.
Osaka.
Man, I was really pulling for us.
Yeah, I was pulling for a girl.
Yeah. For sentimental reasons and everything. Yeah. Naomi defeated, she won. She defeated Serena, but they hugged after the match. I love that moment. That moment.
It was beautiful.
Right.
It was a good moment. Yeah.
Naomi spoke about Serena during an on-court interview. Take a listen.
I don't know if there's any little kids out here today, but I was a little kid watching her play, and just to be on the court playing against her for me is a dream. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned over the years is just like, you're a competitor, you're playing against another competitor, and that itself is the funnest part because tennis is a game.
Yeah.
I love her. I love Naomi.
She's so sweet. Yeah, she's so sweet.
Could have let
She's
Serena
greatness,
win though
too.
and go out on the champion. Just go out.
Nobody letting your ass win nothing,
It's
dog.
selfish of her.
Yeah.
Very
no
selfish.
letting win, Jay. That ain't happening.
Well, after the match, guys, Serena left the post-game interview. Take a listen to this.
Considering how well you've played to get to this stage, what do you feel caused that, or was it just one of those bad days at the office?
I don't know. I'm done.
That touched my heart, It really did touch my
She had
heart.
to
Yeah,
leave
just
the
to see
interview.
that. Yeah, she couldn't even answer the question.
Okay, so,
she was so emotional.
How many does Serena need to be who have won
She
the
already
most?
got it.
Okay, so how many? Okay, that's Serena. How many does
She's
Tiger
the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
She's
did you
the GOAT.
see the
I think
T-shirt?
Tiger,
her
I think
husband was
Tiger's
rocking?
2 or 3 away.
2 away. 1 or
Okay.
2 away.
Majors.
Right.
Majors?
He's tied with wins. I think he won. I think he got the wins, but I think he's missing 3 or 4 majors.
Gotcha.
When he won the Masters the other year, that knocked him one more closer. Hey, but listen to me, man. Make no mistake about it. The greatest
He's the
golfer
greatest.
of all time is
He
Tiger
the
Woods.
greatest.
They
And
say what you
Serena
wanna say.
is the greatest. Yes.
Serena, you can't touch Serena. That is the greatest tennis player to ever live.
Yeah.
Man or woman.
That's right. Her husband
You
was
understand?
rocking a T-shirt that said, "My wife is the greatest female athlete." Then female was crossed out. It just said, "My wife is the greatest athlete." I love that.
I love that.
All right. Congratulations to them both. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey guys, let's play a game with our comedians, Carla. It's called What's the first thing you do if ... Okay?
Okay.
Y'all done took my ... Okay, come on.
Wait a minute, hold up, Tommy. You own ...
I own ... Now that's mine.
Right, ...
That's mine, right? I own ...
All right, Shirley, you got to go ...
All right, here we go.
You got to do 4 dots because
Yeah,
he don't
4
own
dots.
4 dots. He only owns 3.
I own
I want
3.
I want to see the trademark on that. All right, what's the first thing you do if ... you were left at the altar? Let's go.
That's
Jay.
me? First one? I go first?
Yeah.
God knows. If I'm left at the altar, God knows that I shouldn't be going through that again, and God spoke to her and made her leave. That's the first thing I know. I'm thanking God. I'm falling on my knees, and I'm hugging the minister. I'm hugging all the bridesmaids. Thank y'all for coming. I'm thanking everybody. If that happens to me, because God knows that's the first thing I'm doing.
Okay.
Come on.
You
now,
know what
what
I'm
you got?
doing? If you leave me at the altar like that, I'm going over to my side of the church where my family is and letting them know this is a prank. Okay, I just wanted us to all get together because we don't really see each other that much. You know, I'm just glad that we love each other. The fact that y'all came out to be a part of this, but this wasn't really happening. Okay, this is a joke, but I'm just glad we all together, and if we can all just now, you know, go downstairs and get some drinks and have some food.
And have a good
You
time.
got pranked. That's the prank.
Yeah. All right, come on, Steve. What's the first thing you do if you were left at the altar?
I'm going to go over to my girlfriend's house and get consoled.
Talk about a plan.
Good one. I love it.
You better
Steve.
keep
I
her,
love it.
boy.
That's a real good one.
All right, guys, here's another one. What's the first thing you do if you saw your neighbor cheating on their significant other, on their wife or husband or whatever?
Oh, if I saw my neighbor cheating, well, you ain't seen my neighbors, so there ain't no cheating going on. You ain't seen these neighbors I got. Nobody's cheating on nobody.
Stupid.
Now, maybe if I move someplace else, I have new neighbors, but not the ones I got now. Go ahead.
Okay. This is 2 different deals here. Okay, now if it's the female, you know, that's cheating, then I got to go and let her know we got to work a deal because I didn't caught you. Okay, so I need it every Wednesday for me. Okay, that's how. Yeah, every Wednesday. Let's work this out. Now, if it's a male that's doing the cheat, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna need $500. Okay, $500 every 2 weeks. Till I feel like I think you didn't learn your lesson. That's how we're going to work this out.
That's how it's going to go down. All right.
Yeah. Like that. All right, come on, Steve. What would you do, the first thing you do if you saw your neighbor cheating?
I'm going to just tell him, next time I catch your car backed up on the edge of my yard like you normally do it, I'm going there and tell your fat ass wife what I saw.
That's got to be all right.
Now keep pulling that car up over the edge of my yard with your stupid
about
ass.
that landscaping. Yeah. All right, here we go. What's the first thing you do if you found a bag of money on the side of the road?
What?
How much? You got to put an amount.
Yeah, you got to put a number on that.
Thousands and thousands. 10,000.
Oh, I'm not. 10,000? Oh, it's going in my pocket.
$10,000?
Yeah, if you found a bag of money. With
Let me tell you how gangster I be. I could see somebody drop it and not notice it, and I'm still picking it up. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go, hey, you dropped something. No, if they don't see it, I'm good with it.
All right, come on, guys.
Go ahead, big dog. Take us out, man.
No, that's it. Ain't but one answer.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to tell you, for $10,000, I ain't gonna lie, I get shot right in front of my whole family. I ain't lying. For 10 grand. with some Hollywood bullets.
All right. Thank you, guys. More of
like
today's
that.
trending stories on the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So did you guys hear about this? Amazon Studios made a major play for Donald Glover. You know who that is. Childish Gambino, the rapper.
Childish Gambino, yeah.
Yes, he's reportedly earning 8 figures, more than $10 million now, to create a unique channel for Amazon Prime viewers, okay? On his payroll will be the former first daughter, Malia Obama. Nice,
Wow.
huh?
What?
She's going to be joining his writing staff for a series called Hive. Now, the show is rumored to revolve around a Beyonce-like character. So we have to watch out for that. It will be on Amazon Prime. And congratulations to Donald Glover.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Good for him.
However we get it, let's get it.
Watch out, Real TV. Cable is killing, boy. It's killing.
Seriously.
Cable has changed, though, man.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
changed.
Yeah.
You know,
They done
from
a lot of creative
Hulu
stuff.
to Netflix
Right.
to it's a lot
You can't
going
keep up,
on,
Tommy.
man.
You can't keep up. You can't
You
keep up.
cannot keep up. You got to know, boy. There's 1,000 TV shows out there now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
not
you still
on
will change.
regular.
You'll
network.
still change the channel and go, ain't nothing to watch. I'll be there.
Exactly, Jay. So look out for Malia Obama's show. She'll be
Good
on the
stuff.
writing staff.
Good
It's
stuff.
called Hive on Amazon Prime, coming soon. And, he's getting a lot of money. I love that.
That's what's up.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, introduce your best friend. You've known him many, many years.
Many
None of them
years.
bash.
We go back
I won't
like
let you
Cadillac
down.
seats. Ace Boone Coon, Buzzard Back Buddies, ladies and gentlemen. J. Anthony Brown.
In honor of Black History Month, I will give you the greatest haters of Black history of all time. Great things they did, but they all had haters. For once, like this. In 1926, Willie T. Kennedy, better known as Lips, was the first person to wet up a marijuana joint. After that, he was no longer allowed to smoke with the group. Kente
hate him.
Kenya, a runaway
Who?
slave,
Who?
once said to Harriet Tubman, Kente Kenya, once said to Harriet Tubman, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I absolutely hate him.
Walter Douglas said to Langston Hughes, a great American poet, how come your stuff don't rhyme? What's up with that? Benjamin Banneker, who designed Washington, D.C., laid out the plans for Washington, D.C. A hater once said to him, what's up with all these one-way streets, and how do I get to Ben's Chili Bowl? Listen, these are haters. Haters.
I hate him.
You are so stupid.
Garrett Morgan, who invented the stoplight. He invented the stoplight. A hater once said to him, let me get this right. The light green, the light turns red, and the light turns yellow. That's it? Oh my God. Haters. Garrett Augustus Morgan, the man who invented the gas mask. A hater once said to him, you know when you put this thing on your face, can't nobody tell who you are. A hater. Just hate. And the last but not least, Walker T. Bentley, while coming home from work, noticed that there was a Chicago fire. This is where the phrase, the roof is on fire. But a man, I'm not finished, a man who worked at that same plant saw the same fire and said, we don't need no water, let the... we don't need no water, let them...
We don't need no water. Let the
He said the roof is on fire. The man who used to work there and got fired said, we don't need no water, let them.
Burn.
All right, coming up, it is our last break of the day.
It is the last break of the day. Let me drop these words of wisdom. We've been talking about relationships all day long through the show. Remember, men, if she's mad at you and not speaking to you, you got 2 damn days to yourself. Enjoy. All right.
2 days to yourself.
Thank you, Bitter Man. Closing remarks coming up at 49 minutes right after this. Bitter Man.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, our last break of the day, last break of the week. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone. The people in Texas, please just stay safe as you can in Texas.
Warm.
We are definitely praying for you.
It is bad.
Yeah.
And get to the polls and vote out loser.
No, not loser. The governor. Let's blow him out.
It's a bunch of
Yeah, you got to vote him out, too.
Definitely. And guys, a quick reminder now, this month we are celebrating all Black everything because it's Black History Month. We recognize the culture that sets trends, creates moments, and moves the world, okay? So tomorrow, this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, check out Living Black. It features performances by Roddy Ricch, 21 Savage, Janae Aiko, and Kirk Franklin. So watch this Saturday, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Go to SteveHarveyFM.com.
Kirk Franklin?
Yeah,
yes,
come
I
on,
did.
Come on.
I love Kirk. God's the littlest Christian. Gotta watch it.
Watch tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Go to SteveHarveyFM.com/LivingBlack for more information.
This whole show this week was dedicated to all the people whose third toe is shorter than the rest of their toe. That third toe. If your third toe is shorter than the rest of your
This show is for you, huh?
This show is for you. I know there's no sock that can...
Shouldn't it be shorter?
No. If your third toe is shorter than the rest of your toe.
Oh, the baby toe, too.
Okay.
Yes. See, that's a difference.
This is dedicated to you.
This show is dedicated to you. Go ahead, Jay.
I like to dedicate the show to people whose real hair don't match their ponytail, but they don't care. They could care less. Steve, would you like to? Steve, would you like to?
Any dedications, Steve? Come on, Steve. Throw one in, man.
Somebody? Go ahead, throw
Before
one
you
in.
get serious.
I would like to dedicate this show when people who put on belts and the back of their belt is 4 inches taller than their belt buckle. Those people, your belt buckle is pointed towards the ground and the back of your belt is 4 inches higher than your front of your belt.
I love it.
You want to shout out to them?
Yeah, shout out to them. That must be hard to deal with when you turn to the side. Very hard. Jay?
Any more dedication?
Me? I'd like to shout out everybody who has an uncle. Everybody who has an uncle who has a knot on the back of their neck, but don't nobody say a damn thing about it. Nobody points it out.
Nobody say that.
Nobody
so
says
stupid.
Nobody
says, Uncle,
nothing.
what is that? No one.
No one.
That on your neck.
No.
On your neck.
Let me do a dedication right here. For those of you that have super glue, gorilla glue, your hair or your eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
To different parts of your body. Because you wanted to look good. This is for you. This is for you.
Dedicated you. Go ahead, Steve.
All
Gorilla glue. Go ahead.
To all the people out there who are short and spend their whole life thinking of ways to appear to be taller. That's really hard, you know.
Yeah.
Platform shoes, elevator pads, standing on your toes, standing in front of everybody at the picture, jumping when ain't nobody looking.
Dedicated to you.
Yeah.
This is for you.
All right. I got one. I got another one. To everybody out there who has lost some weight, but you got on that outfit like you've lost a lot of weight, okay?
That's me. I take that dedication.
You know, you got on that
You
not
know who
there
you
yet
are.
outfit. Go ahead, Tommy.
Rock it.
I hate you so much, Jay.
Watch it. Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay. Let me think. Okay, this right here. Oh Lord, let me think. This is for people. I'm blank. I'm so blank.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good.
This show is dedicated to people who always sing along to songs and don't ever know the damn words.
That's me.
Ever. Don't know one song.
One lyric, nothing. Steve.
Nothing. I just want in them. Ooh.
Don't know none of the words.
Start off strong, though.
Shout out.
I remember now you longer know. No money that never me would share. That
Come on,
you
boy.
would be mine.
Let him
Yeah. That's all they know. Now will open that good name me.
Come on. Because
No,
what?
for me to get the love that you takes a long time and take the love. Cause you gon' get the chance to love. Wait for love. Sing, fool.
I love it.
These dedications.
These are dedications.
You know what? Dedications are here forever now.
Yeah,
I
we should
could make a
dedicate.
name.
On Fridays.
Never I
Yes.
wanted to. No,
What?
I can't make a ship sail on dry land.
land.
Boy, I be going, man, come on.
Friday dedications are here to stay, baby.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
y'all have a great weekend. Talk to God, everybody. He'd love to hear from you. He really would.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.